still not convinced that I would become Catholic, but then went to my first Mass and did. And I decided...
You hadn't been to Mass yet all this time?
No, I had been to Mass a couple of times when we were dating, and that was about it, so, yeah.
So by this time when you go to your first Mass, you have a bit of an understanding of what it is that's happening in front of you.
Yeah, and whenever the liturgy got underway of the Word and the Word, it was like, oh, yeah, this is it. I mean, if ever the early church's service was mirrored on earth today, it's in the Mass. And I really don't know how anybody, well, I do. I wish that people would look at the book of Acts and then understand what goes on in the Mass, whether they're Catholic or not, because I think that they would have a deeper appreciation for what goes on in the Mass if they saw our earliest church fathers doing exactly that. So stayed there, started a little bitty lawn business in Lubbock, and scared to death. Still am sometimes, but it's all worked out, and I just pray that God will continue to use me in the Catholic Church.
It's one thing to start to understand intellectually some of these difficult doctrines. It's another to start practicing them as a Catholic. Did you find that a struggle for you?
It's a huge struggle because ideologically and theologically I could probably defend most of the positions that I was mentally converted to. But there's also this training of the muscles, that kind of has to go on. Yeah, you know that that's it, but what are you going to do? And whenever you start praying the rosary, I mean, that was, yes, I knew the value of it, but praying the rosary for someone from such a fundamentalist background was like pulling teeth, but then after you do it for a while. And I would say to anybody who is in the same position I am, and I know that it's daunting and it's difficult and it's hard, but ask for the Blessed Mother's help, pray for peace, and practice those things that otherwise seem difficult. And even if it's just with your intellect, let your intellect guide you initially, because after a while your heart will be transformed by the way the Spirit works through those things that He's put in place in the church.
Come to Jesus, come to Jesus, come to Jesus.